Welcome to a late version of The Revealing. I'm your host, Pavarotti, here to discuss the Idaho 4 case. As a disclaimer, this channel is for entertainment purposes. These are my opinions, not here to slander, but I had to get this one out tonight. I made a short earlier, the first short I ever made. Obviously, I don't know how to make them because it didn't turn out like I wanted it to, but I'm really glad that I did because I'd hung it up for the night and I was about to go to bed. And I noticed that out of the few little views my short got, one of them was, I had several comments from, my folks. And one of them asked me to take a look at the document that dropped today that I didn't even know dropped. So I just pulled it up and read through it, and here we go, folks. Imagine timing. Timing is everything. In fact, I put out that little short earlier. That was some interesting timing. It's just weird. Now, I'm not going to do like most of these other people do and go through and read defendant's response to testimony, case number, CR. We're not going to do all that. We're going to get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to read this thing, and then I'm going to point out some bams, especially as it relates to what Pavarotti's been saying. Sooner or later, people are going to take me seriously, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. Comes now, Brian C. Kohberger, buying through his attorney's record and hereby submits the following response to state's motion to limit testimony filed May 10, 2024. In the state's motion, the state contends that the affidavit of probable cause is irrelevant at this stage. Whoa. The state contends that affidavit of probable cause is irrelevant. That PCA we tear apart and go through and discuss all the aspects of all the time, state says it's irrelevant. Doesn't mean a thing. They might as well say it's a parallel construction. State's motion at 4. The state cites no authority for this claim. Mr. Kohberger has the ability to challenge the probable cause affidavits in this matter that were used to procure warrants. See State versus Thompson and some other case files. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Let's read these, though. Let's read these case files that she's pointing out here. See State versus Thompson, 114, Idaho 746-753, 1988. Finding informers' reliability a relevant issue as it related to probable cause for a wiretap. Well, that's an interesting case to cite. So I guess in that case that they must have done some parallel constructing as well, because they got it thrown out based on informer's reliability, an informant's reliability. What's she trying to say with that one? An informant's reliability issue as it related to probable cause for a wiretap. She's already starting to dig in on the informant's reliability, folks. Let's see, what other cases is she citing? Finding informer's reliability a relevant issue as it related to probable cause for a search. Once again, second case she cites is informer's reliability, how it's relevant. In this case, it's probable cause for a search. In the first case, it was their reliability as probable cause for a wiretap. So there's two cases that she's pointing to where it shows that the informant's reliability being an issue caused them to throw out their case for the wiretap warrant. Their informant's reliability issue caused them to throw out their case for a search warrant. Two different cases, but this is what she's pointing to. You're going to have to read between the lines on this, folks, because there is no line. She's stating it right there. She's questioning the reliability of the state's informant and saying the state's probable cause affidavit has no merit at all according to the state. What have I been telling you? Okay, and then there is another one here. State versus Pendleton. finding field performance of drug dog properly discoverable as relevant to probable cause inquiry. Let's read this one again. How could this thing have any relevance? I mean, we're not talking about just an informant then in this thing, are we? No, we're talking about an informant involved in the drug trade. Not the DoorDash driver. It's not the IGG itself. Good grief, I keep hearing all this stuff. And I just keep telling you. Finding field performance of drug dog properly discoverable as relevant to probable cause inquiry. These are the cases that she's citing. Well, the finding of an indictment does not preclude a defendant from seeking to gain through discovery information relevant to the probable cause provided in court. Okay, I bet you could have 50 people read that line and they'll scratch their heads. So I'm not going to make you go through that. You don't have to go listen to 50 other people read that line and have them scratch their heads. Here's what they're saying. The finding of an indictment. Now, what kind of indictment are they referring to when they say finding of an indictment? Who issued that indictment? Let me think. Oh, the secret grand jury indictment is what she's referring to. The finding of an indictment, let me just say it how it should read. The finding of the secret grand jury indicting Mr. Kohberger does not preclude a defendant from seeking to gain through discovery information relevant to the probable cause provided to the court. Let me translate. What she's saying is what happened in the secret grand jury, evidence was provided to them that did not pertain to the probable cause affidavit that we've all been made privy to, or whatever the word is. I can't even think it's late. Privy to. Privy, not prairie. Prairie. That was prairie. Okay, the finding of an indictment does not preclude a defendant from seeking to gain through discovery information relevant to the probable cause provided to the court. So what they're saying is, the state's saying the probable cause affidavit is totally irrelevant at this point because they indicted him based on the secret grand jury indictment and the hearing they had in the secret grand jury that brought up completely different evidence against Mr. Kohberger than the probable cause affidavit stated. What she's saying is, regardless of that, because the state's saying that probable cause affidavit is a moot point at this point, she's saying that she wants the discovery from the state still on all of the information that pertains to what was actually in that probable cause affidavit, because she knows that she can get it discredited and she hopes to get the case thrown out based on that. What she's doing, folks, is she's holding that state's feet to the fire with this one because she knows, as well as they do, what the real case is about. She's wanting to get some kind of leverage with this one because she already knows this stuff. She wants the leverage with this one. She's saying, I'm going to make it public. I'm going to make you go public with what really happened in that secret grand jury so that the whole world can see, unless you give me something in return in these next two hearings. Keep your eyes open and keep your eyes out, because that's what's going on right here. And if you like the way that I break this stuff down and call this stuff out, like and subscribe to my channel, please. You can't see me too good. I know I'm in the dark here. But like and subscribe to the channel, post your comments, your criticisms, go read that one for yourself because you're going to fall out your chair. And until next time, Pavarotti is out.